Hello, everyone, and welcome to another spotlight session. With me, I have Sola, who is the winner of one of my challenges last month. And welcome, Sola. I'm so happy to have you.
It's awesome to be here. Thank you, Yana.
Thank you, too. Um, it's great to have you. You're one of the most active members in my community.
Okay.
And I'm sure everyone knows you, but for the people who don't, can you share a little bit about you?
Yeah. Well, I the whole genesis of Solarum House was it in September of 2024. I lost everything in Hurricane Helene, and I went through a lot of personal challenges. But the thing about it is, I learned a lot in the process. And one of the things that occurred to me is that a lot of people are stuck in a survival OS. Um, Due to childhood trauma or just being unsafe or losing
Mm.
everything in a natural disaster, and we can escape those patterns that keep us small, keep us reined in, and we can learn to overcome them and integrate them and step into what I call our sovereign OS so that we can shine our light and what we have to give to humanity. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, what I'm curious actually, what brought you to Substack?
Um, I just I heard about it last year, I guess, and I found you. You have
Yeah.
been you've been my mentor since the beginning. Because when I first came across Substack, it's like, oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming. There's
Yeah.
all these setups and things, but I just listened to you and kept following your advice, and now it's
Awesome.
going to take off. Yeah, it's great.
Yes. Great, great. I'm so happy. I'm so
Thank
happy
you.
to be able to help people like you. It's just everything that I want
Mhm.
to hear.
It's so
All right.
rewarding. It really is.
Yes, yes, exactly. What so maybe you can share a little bit more about your Substack so that people can have some more insights about it. What do you have in it?
Well, as I mentioned in the pre-meeting
Yeah.
little chat, I'm kind of upgrading it right now, but it's just going to expand and deepen the message that is there, and is that we can escape our survival operating system that by uncovering the patterns which keep us stuck there and step into our sovereign OS, where we can share our true gifts and the entirety of what we're capable of and to give that to the world and contribute. So
Yeah.
that's it in a nutshell.
It's great, actually. Yes, for somebody who has like you who has survived such kind of events, it's really something to be able to learn something about that. Can you share a little bit more? What would people get inside of it? What do paid subscribers get? What do free subscribers get?
Well, right now I haven't quite turned on the paid tier yet because I'm
Yeah.
still working on things. But one thing I did want to mention, and I don't know if we have a chat, but I came up. Um, I have been all over AI ever since ChatGPT came out back in
Yeah.
2020. I
Me
just
too,
stand.
by the way. Yes, me too.
Yes, I mean it's just so great.
Yeah.
And I shipped like 4 or 5 apps last year that I built myself, and things like Replit and Make and Manus and N8N. Um,
Really? That's
yes, yeah.
amazing. Yes. That's
So
amazing.
much fun. But what I came up with for Solarum House, it's a mini app. It's called the Survival OS Audit, and
Okay.
like I said, I can give you the link, but it's an assessment, only takes about 3 minutes, and it gives
Okay.
you
Yeah.
insight into those patterns that are keeping you stuck. So
Yes.
I would love to get feedback from people who have tried it, and um, what were their thoughts on what was uncovered by it. So that's one
That's
thing.
actually great. Yes. Maybe if you want to share it also with the people who are watching this spotlight, I can share the link in the video description, just if you like to get feedback as well.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
in addition to that, right now I'm offering diagnostic sessions where
Yeah.
we go deeper into what the stuck patterns are and how you can overcome them.
Yeah. Great. That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Um, so what do you think about Substack? How was your experiences so far?
Well, to be honest, right now I'm just getting my bearings and starting to gain some traction because it took me a while. And like you, I work a day job and it's
Yeah.
very demanding. So I don't see how you do it. You're like the Energizer Bunny. You're just going and
Yes, yes. It's like on steroids. Yes, people are asking me all the time, what are do I even sleep? But
I don't see how you find time.
yeah. Yes, yeah, it's just actually yes. I just make sure I do, and I
Yeah.
try to optimize everything to make it efficient. So
Mm.
wherever I can, I automate everything. Yeah, because it's I mean, let's be clear and let's be open and honest. It's a full-time job if you want to do it.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. I mean, but I'm like you. I'm automating as much as possible through AI
Yeah.
and workflows that take some of the repetitive, grunt work away, which is good.
Yes. 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 Yes, it were without it I think I couldn't be able to build all of that. If it wasn't for AIs and the automations that I have on the background, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
No, no way.
Yeah. Yes, at least not with my job. I had to quit to build all of that. Yeah, so for automations, or maybe growth, can you share any best practices that you have figured so far from the platform?
Um, well, I know everyone says this, but you have to be consistent, but you have to be strategically consistent. If you're repeating the same things over and over and they're not working, then you need to, pull back and figure out what you can tweak and be
Yeah,
consistent with the winners, not with the losers.
true. That's yeah, I absolutely love that. Because if you do more of the wrong things, then you're not getting anywhere. Actually, you
Yeah,
have to focus
absolutely.
on doing actually what works, and if you can optimize and improve, and in this way being consistent, I think that's the best way to move forward, especially on platforms like Substack. Um, all right. So, any challenges that you have faced so far? I I'm sure that a lot of people are facing the wall on Substack. It's not a very easy platform to navigate. But what have been some roadblocks that you have faced so far, and how did you address them? Actually,
Well, the most um, the biggest roadblock for me has been, as you said, finding the time
yeah,
to fit it into my life. And I usually I do that by getting up really early in the morning and before I go to work and working on things, and then I work on it during my lunch break. But you have to kind of build a container, a lifestyle around the business so that it works for you. Because if you're building a business and you're too tired to enjoy it, then that's no good. That's not going to help anything. So you have
very
to
true.
kind of balance your energy, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm happy that you mentioned this because it's all for me. It's also all about energy. So people
Mm,
keep asking me about systems and schedules and things like that, and but it's all about preserving your best energy so that you can come up and show up with your best version of yourself,
mm,
and be there for whatever you like to do. Because if you don't really like it, and there are people, and I know a lot of people who are trying to do this just to money, it's not going to work.
mm-mm. No, I mean the money can come, but the real rewarding part of it is building something that's yours and something that impacts
Yeah,
others positively. And if you hate doing that, I mean, what's the point?
true. Yes, Yes, it has to be another reason that is more connected to you, to who you are, and also to your values,
Yeah,
in order for this to work. Because let's be honest, it's not an easy thing to do. It's very hard, actually.
it's not. But one
Oh,
thing I love it because you and Finn, I have his Substack Pro Creator Suite,
yes,
and you're all about analyzing the data, you
yeah,
know,
I am. Yeah.
just yeah, and I'm kind of like that, but I'm not quite as geeked out as you and Finn are. I mean,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of data. And with Finn is also helping me a lot. So he's building a lot of tools, and I think,
yeah,
one of his most active testers, and giving him feedback about his offers and apps and solutions. But he's helping me also a lot to understand my data and to actually work with insights that are coming from what I do and then are data driven, um,
mhm,
because all of the answers are there. You just have to look.
that's true. And I should know because I was a DBA slash art database architect for a few years, and so
Oh,
I know how to,
great.
yeah,
That's
I know
great.
how to drill down into the data.
Yes, that's awesome. Maybe you can build something like Finn.
Yeah.
That's awesome, actually. Yes, I think that's a in the new age, in the AI age, I think that's the most valuable skill, actually, to be able to understand the data and use the data and work
Mm.
with it. Okay, okay. So yeah, with data, unfortunately, by the way, not many people are looking at their data and they keep asking them, why is this not growing? Why is happening? But you just have to look.
Yeah, it's all right there. You just look at. I mean, I was using Perplexity, which I really love, to analyze my stats from my publication, and
Yeah.
you can see which posts got more engagement and
Mm.
which ones and where the traffic sources are coming from. It's fascinating. I love digging into that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm actually exporting data and I'm using Claude and ChatGPT as well.
Mhm.
And also another AI powered tool which is called Cursor. Maybe you know it. You are
Cursor, mhm, yeah.
you're and it's much faster, and inside of it I have all of the AI models that I want to use, and it's
Oh,
um with the help of Fin, it's connected to my data, and it's really powerful. I mean, the insights that you can get out of it is great. But Perplexity can be very helpful when it comes to research online. So maybe there is something that is in high demand right now, and you're not covering in your newsletter, then Perplexity would come handy. And
yeah, that's a
they
great idea. And I use Claude Code too, but I would love to learn how you and Finn export the data from your publications and get it into there. That's
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I can share. So he has a new product, relatively new product that he has just launched, and he created a new Substack publication about it, I think. And it's called Stack Contacts. So it's a Windows and iOS, macOS actually app. So it's a desktop application where you connect your Substack and extract your data into a local database, which you then after that connect through a MCP to Cloud Desktop or to Cursor.
oh,
Just because ChatGPT, the desktop version, I think it still doesn't have the MCP
mm,
connection enabled, at least not as of last time that I checked. I think it wasn't. I think they're going to enable it, but it was still not there. So anyway, so Claude and also Cursor, they're connected to my data, and I can ask anything, and I am building different use cases,
mm,
and scenarios and prompts about how to analyze my data and to come up with insights. And I have extracted like tons of instructions, like data-driven instructions about things like who is my actual ideal buyer, So
Mhm.
it's not me just guessing. I am analyzing all of my almost 500 now paying subscribers in a very detailed manner, like also who they are by their profiles and also the direct messages and the interactions with my content and the comments that they're leaving me and all of their behavior basically. And I can also identify what are they interested in and
Mhm.
what do they want to have more of, and if I am covering this or not. So I'm also able to identify these content gaps within
Yes.
my publication so that I can then create a more targeted content.
Mhm.
And I just completed this analysis and I came up with a content plan for the next 1 year. Next
Oh,
1 year.
cool.
So
Awesome.
yes. Yes, and it's great actually. It's great. I mean, it's giving using AIs like this and data, it's giving you a level and can bring your business to a level where you could never possibly be without it. It's just humanly impossible to do that.
Yeah. That's what's so great about AI for us solopreneurs is
Yeah.
that it multiplies our efforts. And
Yes, a lot. A lot.
yeah.
A lot. Do you use AI in your publication anyway?
um, well, I mean, I use AI to maybe every post is written by me, but I do use AI to like,
Yeah.
maybe brainstorm, outline those types of things. And then there are AI automations running in the background so that I can keep
Yeah.
moving forward and progress. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm also using for writing. I know that people have, like most of the people, um, sound a bit negative about using AI for writing, but then they're secretly using it on the background. Um, but I have developed systems, um, so that and with all of that workflow and the data that I have, it's very far from the generic texts and generation from the AI. It has all of the context, and I have a story bank with my personal experiences described in something like
Yeah.
database. I have my examples with my achievements, my data there, which it could use as an example
Mhm.
in the posts. So it's very far from hallucination. I literally I give it zero. There's zero room for any bullshit like AI bullshit there. It's just whenever I
And
write with AI, it's only just drafting what I have,
mhm.
and it's already infused with a lot of personal data that I have. And I take it from there and I always edit. And the final product that I'm publishing, like the final text and post that I'm publishing, it's nothing like you could never. I wouldn't say it's AI. I would say it's AI assisted. It's automate. I'm basically automating the typing part,
Yeah.
but
Well,
not
that's what's the
actual.
key with to keep from sounding generic. You have to put in your context.
Yeah,
As you said, all the personal stories and any articles you've already written, and give it enough background, and it will sound
true.
like you. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I have a very extensive workflow how to do that, and it's also a lot of big part of it is infused with a lot of data,
mhm.
and data is a huge game changer when you use AI. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Anything new that you plan to introduce in your Substack in the future?
Well, I'm starting on a series of articles, and I think I'm going to do these as video first articles on the different patterns in the survival OS. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. I think people will get a better understanding of my publication and themselves. So that's in the works. I haven't really learned how to use the video posting feature in Substack because it just came out short time ago.
Yeah. Yes,
But
yes.
it's very exciting, and I really enjoy video because it allows you to show up and people can see your energy and
Mm.
kind of relate to you better.
Yeah, yeah, very true. Yes, and also yes, especially if you plan to monetize with high ticket services or um meeting clients like one-on-one, then I think video is a must, just simply
Mhm.
because people will have to see you in action, like lively
Yeah.
talking, so that they get to know you and understand who you are and how you think, and then decide whether you are the right person for them or not, and they reach out. By the way, I have coaching clients coming from YouTube just because they saw my videos there.
Yeah, yeah. YouTube is a great platform. I plan on I mean, I don't know where I'm going to fit all of it in, but you can
Yes.
take the video that you make on Substack and just push it to YouTube. So it's no extra work, really.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's working really well. And then I love also the feature of Substack that they just introduced, to be able to create short clips out of the video so that,
Oh,
yeah, and you could also automatically post it to YouTube Shorts so that your video gets more traction. It's really
mhm.
amazing.
That's
Mm,
great. That's
mm,
awesome.
yeah. All right. Okay. So, another question I have. So, if you had to start Substack all over again, what would you do differently?
Wow. Well, I mean, that's really hard to answer because I've learned so much. I really just started back about last September, October. And then life kind of got in the way and I
Yeah.
stopped. So I really just relaunched in January of this year.
Yeah.
But I've learned so much in the intervening months that, I mean, it, if I had to start Substack over, I would be at this point. But for beginners, there's a learning curve there.
True.
So um,
Yeah. Would
I
you
don't, I'm sorry, good.
would you approach it differently in any way?
Yeah, I would get clear on my offer and who it's for and setting up the structure, the foundation,
Yeah.
because that's what I'm just now getting to. Um, but I don't discount any of that because it was a learning experience. I gained a lot of knowledge about the platform and how to make the best and most efficient use of it. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I always try to yeah, I talk about this a lot. You always have to start with the offer, regardless of
yeah,
whether you are going to do a paid newsletter or a free newsletter. It doesn't really matter. Monetization part is the most important thing to start. It's there where you should start, and most people are approaching it differently. They start building audiences first, and big part of it, of those people don't really find it very difficult to grow just because of that. It's just when you miss the positioning part, like the positioning exercise, if you don't do it in the beginning,
mhm.
then it's very difficult to grow. It's really very difficult to grow. And that starts with the actual offer. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm still working on that piece. I'm getting closer to it, but I'm saying this because I think it speaks to a lot of creators who are just starting. Is that I was getting people reading my posts, but I had no place to send them. So
Yeah.
you can't
Exactly.
monetize that. you know.
Yes. Yes, I mean everyone started there. I was also on the very same stage exactly
Mhm.
when I was writing on Medium. So
Mm.
I always write I wrote every day actually, and I always posted something. And then when it comes to call to action at the end, and I was like, okay, so where should I send
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
But it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then I created some lead magnets so that I can at least collect some emails. But then my lead magnets didn't lead anyone anywhere else. It's because usually the best lead magnet would be the one selling your paid offer.
Uh,
But I didn't had that. But yeah, at least I collected some emails. So that's also
Maybe
some.
you can help me a little bit because my lead magnet is not, getting me more email subscribers. And I think it's a pretty decent the mini app, because people are
Yeah,
interactive with it. It's not
yeah,
just a PDF or
yeah,
something to read. They can interact with it and gain some personal knowledge. I would think that that would be something that's very desirable, and all it costs is your email. But
yeah.
I'm not getting much traction. I think I'm not putting it out there, putting the offer out there enough.
You have to communicate it everywhere. So yeah, so with Substack, there is a bit like there is a flavor to lead magnets, I would say, because with Substack you don't really need a lead magnet because you're getting the emails right away.
Mhm.
So there is no form where people sign up and so on. Like for example on Kit. And that makes it different. And the way we should think about lead magnets should be different. So originally I thought initially that I thought that maybe I don't really need a lead magnet if I have a very strong um, proposition in my newsletter, and that worked really well. But then I decided to create one, and then I started the way I communicate it right now, and that is valid up to now. It still holds because it's working really well. I add it in the publication description as something that free subscribers get. And I also add it in the free subscription because, when you enable paid subscriptions, you have those like four columns on the subscription page, one of which is the free subscription. And then there in the description of the free subscription, I also have that lead magnet. I created a page, something like a landing page on my publication. And it's on the navigation bar as well. It's also on the welcome email and on the about page as well. So I try to communicate it pretty much everywhere that I can so that people know what are they getting once they subscribe to my publication.
Well, I
Um,
think I'll have to go back and look at it, but I've got it on my about page. I've got it but I didn't know about putting it in the description of the free subscriber column.
Yeah.
I'll
Yes, that's one thing. And also I think the most important thing is to add it in the publication description,
okay.
because that's the most visible part when people when people decide whether to subscribe or
Uh-huh.
not. Yeah.
Cool. I learned something new.
Yeah. Yes. Always happy to help.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so would you share some productivity tips? It's one of the most common questions also people are asking me, so I really want to understand what other people think about this, and any tips that you can share about productivity.
Productivity. Just manage your time and manage your energy.
Yeah,
Um, Planning and structuring your day is so important so that you have so many buckets of energy. You've got your
yeah,
family, you've got your job, you've got
yeah,
recreational activities that you do, and then you
yeah.
have business. So you have to balance all those buckets so that you don't drain yourself.
I love that. It's it's the number one.
It is because
Exactly.
we all struggle with it, right? I mean, we want to be more productive, but we have to balance it. We have to make sure we don't burn ourselves out.
Yeah, most people think that they really don't have the time to build something, or they don't have enough time, or they have to find the time. But it's actually the truth is that they have to find the energy.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
it's the energy because you could always make the time, but if you don't have the energy to create, then it's not really happening, unfortunately. And it's a huge mind shift
yeah.
that you
Well,
can.
I mean, and that's why creators who are working a day job, I mean, that's so critical. Like for me, I find that I cannot really do much creative when I come home from work because I'm just
Yeah.
drained from the day. So that's why I get up early and do it in the morning. That works better for me. But whenever your, energy is the highest, that's what you need to capitalize on and
Yeah.
prioritize.
True. Very true. Yeah. All right. Um, do you have some books that have significantly influenced your life?
Um, Gosh, I was thinking about this. Anything by Jung, uh, Joseph Campbell, Carl
Uh-huh.
Rogers. I have a master's in counseling psychology, so I read a lot.
Oh, I love that. Awesome. Oh,
Um, but I also love British mysteries. When I get some free time to actually read, there's an author. Her name is Elizabeth George, and she has this series. I think that was on
yeah.
the BBC. And so when I have some, you know, actual free time, that's one of my guilty pleasures.
Great. I love that. Yes. Yeah, I think we have to allow ourselves all kinds of pleasures that we can just
Yeah.
because. Yes. Right. Okay, last question. If money wasn't an issue, what would you do?
Well, I would do exactly what I'm doing now. I'm creating a business that is my vision. I get to live in these gorgeous Western North Carolina mountains. They just inspire me so much.
Yeah.
And be interacting with wonderful people like you and the other people I'm meeting on Substack. I wouldn't change a thing. This is worth more
Awesome.
than all the money in the world. Yeah.
That's the best answer that I have got, actually, I think. Thank
Well,
you
thank
so much.
you.
So amazing. Thank you so much for this session. It was a great talk to you, and I'm sure people gonna find it valuable and useful. And yeah, and also looking forward very much to test your app. It's
Right.
I'm
So much
really
fun.
curious.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Soa. Thank you.
Thank you, Yana. I really enjoyed it.
Me too. Me too. Thank you.